Alright, here we go. Alright, welcome back, guys. This is what we're doing. I had a lot of requests for the build that I made a video for recently. So I've been messing with it a little. It's still not done. And this is for beginners, you know, people that's coming into the game, you know, trying to transition to tier 2. It's a quick, easy, cheap AoE build, good for open world mobs, open world dungeons, and very good for Nebula Island. It can pull out 400k in one combo. You know, 400k damage in one combo. I've seen numbers like 5k poison scrolling. Basically what you do is you're stacking thundercloud and poison using fatal stigma to proc that to get big numbers with that. But I've also spec'd into my original guillotine blade for, you know, the PvP end. If you're like, you know, you're on Nebula Island. Not only that, I got the AoE with guillotine blade because it adds to the combo. Just, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show you the gear I'm using, and I'm gonna show you also the gear that I'm wanting to get to add to this. Now, let's just get right into it. So, show you some action first, and then we'll talk about some gear. All right, you ready? All right, that's the combo. That's it. And that combo will work in a PvP situation. Now, not big open world PvP. I mean, like Guild Wars or anything like that. But like for Nebula Island, this is a perfect build. You know, where you're fighting mobs and fighting over mobs and stuff like that. This is perfect. Let me show you the gear I got. Okay, what I'm doing with this build is, that's the skills. I'll show you the specialization with the Celestial Cyclone Warblade, the Blazing Tornado. It originally, I seen this sword and I thought, because I loved the Ice Tornado, so I thought, what can I make this sword work with? And then these daggers with the Fatal Stigma. Okay, so. And I always like the Mad Frenzied Sword Dance. What I'm doing is I'm using the Mad Frenzied Sword Dance to stack my thunderclouds, and I'm using Infused Poison to stack the poison, and then Fatal Stigma procs that. Okay. Eventually, I'm going to be an all evasion build. Let me show you my stats real quick. I know they're low right now. Like I said, this is if you're trying to get into tier 2 and farm the dungeons to get better drops, to make more lucent, this is going to get you in there. You can go in there and get a decent little party going, and you can farm all day with this combo, this build, and do fine. And it's really cheap. But eventually, what I'm gonna do is, I have 2-piece first light Dawn Mist set for the ranged and magic evasion, and I've got the Howling Wind Shroud cloak because it gives the melee and ranged evasion more attack speed. Also, I'm stacking attack speed, and you want to stack cooldown speed. Also, buff duration and debuff duration works very well with this build. And I'm going to just scroll through my gear slowly so you can see. I still have some tier 1 stuff, so this is not done. It can get way better damage. And there you go. That's that. Um, we'll go to skills. I'll go through that real quick. I decided to, and you can actually change some things up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to follow this by the letter. You can actually tweak it to your own style. This was just to showcase what I'm trying to do and maybe explain it a little better. But you want to take every specialization in Mad Sword Dance. You gotta have that to stack the thunderclouds. Everything else is AoE. This is an AoE build to farm mobs and as fast as possible. Fatal Stigma, more AoE. Like I said, cooldown. You can't take that because of the daggers I got. Okay, Thunder Spirit. Just high crit. You want to have high crit. It adds to the damage, more AoE. Inject Venom. That's what we got there. Let's go slow. Let's go slower. Okay, let's go to Greatsword. Precision Dash. Okay, the reason I have Precision Dash is because of when you use Precision Dash, it gives you, as you can see, charges into a selected direction, dealing damage equal to 110% of base damage. But what it does is increases ranged, melee, and magic heavy attack chance. So, you know what I'm saying, you dash in, your heavy attack goes up. I'm sure everybody's got that, you know what I'm saying? But instead of taking Brutal Incision on the daggers, sorry about that, hold on. Instead of taking Thundercloud Bombing, I was checking the damage. It's just not as good as, since this is an AoE build, I went with Frost Cleaving. And really you want to move some points around and try to get the attack speed and the crit chance on this. But Will Breaker, Guillotine Blade, Ascending Slash, and you want to do Ascending Slash before the Guillotine Blade. And for passives, go slow. Now one of these passives are going to have to go because I would take Destructive Fang off. In a PvP situation, you're going to have to take Destructive Fang off and probably put in Shadow Walker to increase your evasion. Because see, whenever you use your mobility skills, you're going to get an extra 700 evasion, which is going to give you a better number. By the time, I've already did the math, by the time I get my gear the way I want it, we're looking at probably 3k melee and 2 to 3k ranged and magic evasion. But I'll show you the other set I'm gonna get in the auction real quick. Where's it at? Is the Forgotten Lotus? I believe it's the Forgotten Lotus. There might not be one in here. Yes. Forgotten Lotus. It increases melee, range, magic, evasion, all three for not only yourself but your party as well. And it has melee evasion in it. As you can see, if I hit L3, View Hide Max enhancements, that's 200 melee evasion right there. Boots are the same way, same kind of setup. You get that. I'm not sure on the accessories yet. I'm like I said, this is a transitional gear, but this is what you want to start out with. And I've tested this. I've got footage. I'm gonna put another video up, open world farming dungeons, and show you in action. But I just wanted to show you on the dummies. And if there's any more questions, you know what I'm saying, leave it in the comments, and I got you, y'all. I'll get back to you. I just wanted to make this quick. I've been busy today, and I've been busy the last few days. I ain't had a chance to. But one more time, we'll show you. It's beautiful. 50,000, 2,000 scrolling on poison. I mean, it's just insane. And I've seen 400,000 to 500,000 damage, and I'm thinking that was like what, 3-4 seconds. So I mean, there you go. And oh yeah, my weapon masteries. To stay alive this really early, you can get this Bloodseeker. It's going to take 5% of your critical damage off, but it restores 5% of health every time, every hit. And as you can see, you know, with Guillotine Blade, that's 2,600 health. When I'm doing this, look at that, scrolling, life back. I mean, you never die. When you can solo dungeons, you don't need a healer. It's OP. This build is OP. I'm telling you, just try it out, see what you think, and that's all I got. If you got any more questions, I'm gonna put some more videos up. I got a lot of footage I've been going through. I'm gonna edit some videos and put some up for you. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you.
Mm-hmm.